Good morning. Today we are going to study about the pollination. Pollination, as you know already, that pollination is the process of transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma. Pollination is of two types. One is self-pollination and second is cross-pollination. Self-pollination means the pollen grain get transferred from anther to stigma in the same flower. And cross-pollination is the process of transfer of pollen grains from anther of a flower to the stigma of another flower in the same plant, or to the stigma of a flower of another plant of the same species is called cross-pollination. But nowadays, this self-pollination and cross-pollination has been termed by new term autogamy and geitonogamy and xenogamy. Autogamy means the process of transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma in the same flower is called autogamy. Autogamy has been divided in two types, chasmogamous and clistogamous. In three plants, Camelina, Oxalis and Viola, there are two types of flowers grow, and these two type flower have the specific feature that one flower have the essential parts like the stamen and pistil are enclosed in the sepal and petals. That is called clistogamous flower. And one flower have the exposed stamen and pistil which are not enclosed inside the sepal and petal. That is called chasmogamous flower. Let us look on the chasmogamous and clistogamous flower. You can see this. This is chasmogamous flower in which a stamen and pistil are exposed, are not enclosed inside the petal or sepal. But in clistogamous, you look here. This stamen and this pistil are enclosed. This stamen and this pistil are enclosed in what is? That is the petals. Are enclosed. That is the petals. So this is flower called clistogamous. In this flower, there is not chance of the cross pollination. It is only meant for the self-pollination. It has only chance for the self-pollination, and that will be the genotypically same. But here in the chasmogamous flower, as the stamen and pistil are exposed, so there is chance of cross-pollination too. Now we are going to the cross-pollination, and in cross-pollination we know that the first term we have to study about the cross-pollination, that is called geitonogamy. In geitonogamy, the process of transfer of pollen grains take place from a flower from anther of a flower to the stigma of another flower in the same plant. That is called geitonogamy. In this way, it is functionally cross-pollination, but genotypically self-pollination. When you are going to the xenogamy, you know that transfer of pollen grains is taking place from a flower to the stigma of another flower of another plant in the same species. That is called xenogamy. Means here the two plants are here. Anther, pollen grain of one flower of one plant, and stigma, egg, that is of another flower, another plant. The species are same, but these are functionally cross-pollination and genotypically cross-pollination because male gamete and female gamete belong from two different plants. Now, how do these pollen grains get transferred from anther to the stigma? We know that under these all the things under the term agents of pollination. Agents of pollination can be of two types, biotic agents and abiotic agents. Abiotic agents can be wind and can be air, wind and water. Wind pollination take place in those flowers having the light and non-sticky pollen grains. Light and non-sticky pollen grains means this light and non-sticky pollen grains will be easily coming in the air currents and can float for the longer distance. And it must have the longer styles and longer stamens so that when the pollen grains float can be easily trapped by the elongated, by the expanded style or stigma. You have to know that we have an example, that is the corn cob. Corn cob having the such type of pollination in which the style are expanded, style and stigma are extended. When the pollen grains float in the air current, these extended structures trap them easily, and this extended structure is termed as tassel. You have to know that in the wind pollination we are going to the valletion area, and hydrilla. When we are going to the Vallisneria and hydrilla, we know that this Vallisneria and the pistil of Vallisneria, which is the filamentous ribbon-like structure, which is submerged inside the water, that style elongates itself and that start to grow and reach to the just beneath the water surface of the pond on the freshwater surface. And when the male flower release the stamen, when flower release the pollen sac anther, it floats and reaches to the ribbon-like style which is extended to the water surface and pollination is caused. You know that in the water hyacinth and water lily, which are not submerged, which are their flowers are above the water surface. Their flowers are above the water surface, so insects pollinate them. So Icornia and water lily are insect pollinated. We have to know that why insect will be coming in the contact with the flowers. We have to know that insects, if coming in the contact with the flowers, means they are in favor to get the nectar, they are in favor to get the pollen grain and the food material. So floral rewards are given to the insects, to the birds, to the animals, so that they can come in the greed, in the fulfillment of their food requirement to the flower and cause cell pollination. One such example is seen in the 6 feet long, the longest flower of the world, Amorphophallus, in which some insects are found in the bottom of the Amorphophallus, and when they move from upward to the bottom of the flower to lay the eggs, the pollen grain get stuck on the surface of the insects and the pollination, and that pollen grains are carried throughout the stigma, and somewhere when they will be settling over the surface of a stigma, pollination is caused. Similar relationship is found in the yucca plant and moth. Moth is an insect. You have to know that moth also found inside the yucca plant, and when that move, that pollination is caused. Some other insects, some other gecko lizards, some monkeys, some butterflies, some insects, some hummingbirds, some other birds are also playing very important role in the pollination. Beetles and flies are attracted to those flowers which have the fall odor. But other insects, butterflies, which will be attracted towards the nectar containing flowers and the pollen grain containing flowers. This is all about today's. Thank you.